If I can
Thank
put it
you.
on. I like how I put it on for the ladies really only. It says something, doesn't it? I think it does.
The camera's just blocking me. And I'm recording tonight, so you know this is gonna be terrible. Is this on? I feel like this is not on. Is this on?
It's pretty low.
This feels like it is not on.
I think it just sucks. The ghost of Zulu has ruined the soundboard.
This microphone is sexist.
No, it's
Tell me a little bit. Tell me a little bit.
Zulu is sexist. I don't know.
Yeah.
Fucking watch
fucking
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters wires.
This is going so well already.
Right, exactly.
Is this it? God. Oh, there we go. Thank you. Finally. I never record my stuff, so that's how you know it's gonna go real bad. I'm Katie Blue.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't like me at first, or even after a long time. Can we just listen to that? I feel like whatever going on outside is going to be a lot more interesting than whatever I'm about to say. Goodness. Are you done? Are you done? God, this is going so terribly. I have a show this Saturday that I'm supposed to be practicing for, and instead I'm getting dog fights and fucking broken microphones. Oh, fuck. All right, from the top. Not quite, but like I said, a lot of people don't like me at first, or after a while, because I kind of give off like religious cult vibes, right? Like I look like I definitely would have been down to murder Sharon Tate. I want to look like Buttercup from The Princess Bride, but I just end up looking like the girl from The Ring if she started listening to the Grateful Dead. I used to be a horse girl. I just really loved doing heroin. I've got 6 years clean now. Thank you. Please clap. I only did it for the applause. I didn't do it to like be a better person or anything like that. I got it to get claps at open mics. But a lot of people who I meet now, they'll say they don't really believe me when I say I used to do heroin. And to that I always have the same response, which is, do you have any heroin? I've heard people say before that, like, women can't handle their drugs or they can't handle their liquor, which I think is ridiculous because women handle so much, guys can't handle shit. Guys can't, right? They can't handle, like, a cold, they can't handle any amount of pain, they can't handle their autism. I'm so sick of guys using their diagnosis as just an excuse to like be a shitty person. Like, if I can figure out how to make pizza rolls, so can you. And I know that like it's a spectrum, but there's nothing in the criteria that says you need to be harassing women online. I just took one of those personality tests recently, the Myers-Briggs personality test, where you get the results like ENJF or whatever. I got my results. It was AUTISM. So basically that just means I can be an asshole and nobody can say anything about it, or you're an ableist. I started a new therapist recently, and she asked me, she goes, Katie, do you self-harm? And I said, yes. I do stand-up comedy. I left my career recently. I was a funeral director, but it just wasn't really sad enough, so here I am. I just wanted something like stable and financially secure, like stand-up comedy. And so I'm on unemployment right now. But I'm trying to be smart about it. I'm trying to put it back into my community. So I started selling drugs. It's really going to boost the local economy, like the very local economy. It's been a rough year. We all got to do what we got to do. But it hasn't been all bad. One of my friends finally felt comfortable enough to come out as trans. I'm glad none of you just clapped though, because they still owe me money regardless. Pay me back, then you can get some applause, honey. I've been thinking about my own sexuality recently, and I'm pretty sure that I'm asexual, or maybe I'm just hanging around ugly people. Honestly, at this point, I think I'm more attracted to a Sibian than I am to any human being. For those of you who might not know what that is, it's basically just like a vibrating saddle. I mean, I told you guys I was a horse girl, right? It's tough. It's tough out there. It's hard for me, especially when you have the face of a 12-year-old and the body of a 12-year-old boy. And I can also be like really judgmental. I can be really picky. I can be very, very judgy. I'll be watching like these other comedians, and I'll be like, I don't know about that delivery, Dave Chappelle. Who can tell it better is this white girl from Long Island. But he's been doing a lot of cool stuff recently this last year. Not just stand-up, he's been speaking out a lot about what's going on in our country and with Black Lives Matter. And as a comedian and as a white woman, I just have to stop and think to myself, how can I make this about me? I really love going online and like calling out all like the racist boomers and stuff like that and getting a bunch of likes. But then when I'm telling the 12-year-old girl that her bangs look like shit and she should kill herself, suddenly I'm the bully. And it's like, where's the fucking line, guys? Internet's weird. I went to a ladies' comedy night the other night, and that was really cool. It was really nice to get a break from all of the white guys, And a lot of guys will get up on the mic and they will start, I'll wrap it up with this. They'll start talking about like women's issues, things they don't really experience, like periods and abortions. And like, you don't see me getting up on the mic and being like, oh, I got a random boner. Or like, oh, I got a really easy promotion. Or like, oh, I got a bunch of guns so I can go shoot up the school. Like guy stuff. I don't know, things guys are into. Whatever. Well, I heard the buzzer, and I think the dog fights are over. So, I'm just happy to be out. I'm fully vaccinated now. I hadn't looked forward to a needle so much since I stopped shooting up. Thank you guys so much. I've been Katie Blue. Have a great night.
Yes, everybody, welcome back, Katie Blue, and I'm gonna lasso her ass in here apparently. It's a hazard. Yes.